All right, welcome back, everyone. We are back live at the Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We're watching the 580 and under Fargo rate tournament. This is 8-ball alternate break, race to 5 on the A side, 4 on the B side. I believe this is still an A side match.
Steph will jump on you.
I think the winner of this will continue tomorrow.
I just wanted to give you a break if you want. Do you want? There's so many people in there, man. Huh? There's too many people in there. It's not. You want in? Yes or no? What is it? 50-50? Yes. No. Okay, I'll do that too.
Sorry, guys, just getting everything squared up there. Looks like we've got the PTZ back on board here, too, so we can give you guys a couple different angles. Sort of a view of the room as well. Nice little handy camera that we have that pan, tilts, and zooms around on a remote. Oh, look out, 8-ball. That's going to be the first game to Sean. And Sean's not the kind of guy to celebrate that. He was equally not impressed to see that ball in, to see that ball go in as Roman was. I'll run you guys through a few of our ads in between racks here. We got JB cases, as always, guys. The best quality and design you'll find in any case, anywhere. We have a few different promo codes for that. So get in contact with us if you'd like to get your hands on one. So Sean to break the second rack. He's just about to crack him up. Got a freebie in the first one. Didn't even have to pick up his cue to win that rack, which is always nice. Looks like he made a ball with a tricky little layout. Everything's sort of to one side. Definitely appears to be stripes at first glance with the 14 plugging that hole up there. But the opening shot may be the 12. This is a tricky little table. Could cut this 13 in the side. That's equally tough. Now they make all different sizes. 3x5, 3x4, 2x4, 3x6, 4x8, you name it. And the kickstand, I think, is something they're sort of working on right now, but they have sort of it's a base plate. It goes on the bottom, and it'll stand up for you. Looks like we got Steph back.
I'm here.
Some time to watch another good one. This should be a good match. Another two heavy hitters.
It's just going to get better from here.
A little unlucky, though. Roman made the 8-ball out of turn in the first rack. Sean didn't pick up his cue and won the first game. We'll see if Roman can correct that mistake here. Still a tough little layout. He needs to bump this 15 and get a shot on it. Watching car racing And pool. Oh, that's well played from Roman there.
That was a really nice shot. Just push that 15 out. What's he going to do with this 10 here?
I
Is he
think
going to cheat the pocket a little bit? Oh, no, he's going to leave it.
Yeah, I don't know about leaving it, but the 8-ball's tricky, so maybe that's why he wanted to leave it. He needs to land perfectly straight here. Any angle is going to ruin his day, and I think it did.
He's got a little bit of angle, but I think he can still get by that 1 ball.
Yeah, this is going to send him real close to the 1. Very, very close to the 1. And that's why he hit it thick. He was worried about that 1 ball. No walk in the park for Sean to get out here, though. This is a tricky little layout.
No cherry picking here.
I think the 2-ball passes. If it does pass into that top right, then these balls actually lay not that bad.
Oh, you got to make the first one, though.
Yeah, he's got to make the opener. He's leaving it tough for Roman, though.
I think the 12 might go off the rail, off the 6.
That'd almost be the only option from here, too, really. I don't see...
Or bank.
Yeah, maybe bank it later on. I think you have to shoot it now. I don't know about shooting it next. I guess you could play rail first here on this 10 and try to slide up that right-hand side rail, then bank it and maybe shape the 8. But like this is a
Tough.
that's a tall ask.
That 8 ball is in a tough spot. Looks like he's decided on the 12 first. Go 2 or 3 rails, back for the 10.
Yeah, he tried to play that rail first in off, but I don't think it really went. That was the right choice, though, because now he gets the 12 out and put a little pressure on Sean to make something happen here.
12 ball is out, but is it out in a good spot? Does it go by that 3?
I don't think so, but I think it goes in the lower right. The lower right corner. Might not matter if Sean can work these balls out, though.
I like the stop shot here on the 1 ball.
And then shoot the 2. That's assuming the 2 ball goes. Maybe the 2 doesn't go, because I would have thought he'd be shooting the 1 here, too. He played in off the 10. Did that open it up enough? I don't think so.
2-3 combo? Does a 2-3 combo go, maybe? Tough to see from our angle.
If the 2-3 combo doesn't go, I think he should have played safe on that shot. Well, he's eyeing it up like it possibly goes. And then even then, you have to control the 2 and the cue ball. And then you have to get shape on the 8 after.
You have to be on top of that 8 ball. The 8 ball will only go in possibly the right side or the bottom right.
Yeah, I think just the right side. And even then, it's got to be tight. He needs to play a good shot here. This takes good control here. He might just go into the 8 if he's cutting it enough. Yeah, look at that shot.
Wow. That'll do.
That's well done. You guys will start to figure out why I've been saying he might be one of the favorites to win this tournament. Maybe slightly underrated, this gentleman here.
Sean Wilson and Lissa Crosby have been playing lots of practice pool these days, getting ready for tournament season.
Yeah, they've been putting in a ton of table time, which is nice to see. Always love to see players practicing lots. And it is tournament season. There's lots of big tournaments coming up. So if you need a new tip on your cue, shaft clean, stuff like that, check out Nick's Cue Innovation. Are we watching the game tonight? Yeah, I'll probably watch a little on the side, I would imagine, James.
A little game on the side. Roman would like to have a little break and run here and get on the board. Short race to 5, so you don't want him to have too much of a lead.
Another win for Smith. Yeah, there you go, James. And
What a
thank you,
great
John.
break this was. Look at this layout.
Yeah, he peered that one. He definitely peered that one. What, this cue ball.
Open table? I don't know. Do you take that, what is that, the 15-6?
Yeah, I think you shoot the 2 and you break it out right away. I like what he's doing here. I like this.
Nice shot.
I think this is the way. And if that 5 ball doesn't go, he can either get short side on it or he can possibly move some stuff down there. That 5 ball is going to be his issue. He'll shoot the 4 here, I believe.
Maybe that 5 ball just squeaks by that 9.
I'm thinking it might. If not, he's making a plan for it right now. He's looking over there like, yeah, he's eyeing it up now. And he just looked in the other corner, so I assume it doesn't go by the 9.
He wants to go short side on the 5.
So he's thinking about maybe using the 1 to get short side on the 5, shoot the 5 in the bottom left. That's what he's going to do. He's going to shoot the 1 ball, get short side here. It's kind of nice when you have a ball there. You can just crash into that ball. You just run down the rail and you crash into that stripe, and that leaves you perfect.
Aye.
Oh, but I'm not sure why he hit it so hard.
That was like a super hit.
Yeah, he hit that really, really hard. That was maybe a little bit of an adrenaline shot there.
A little extra.
Yeah, he needed to hit that just hard enough to get to that ball.
That cue ball spun right in, though. He had a lot of juice on that cue ball.
Well, Sean probably won't show him much mercy, I would imagine. He'll shoot these balls on this half of the table first and then work his way up, but I might be more inclined to shoot one of those balls on the rail. On one of.
I like taking the 13 than 9.
Yeah,
13 just with a stop shot, so leaves yourself with the angle on the 9 just pop out middle table.
And I think I do that, and after I shoot the 9, I shoot the 14, which is on the top right. And then I draw back and try to get on the 15, and that way if I get weird on the 15, I can always shoot the 12 first. Well, it looks like he's maybe thinking about shooting the 15 first. I don't like the angle he has now, though.
No, I don't. I like the 14 first here.
Yeah.
He's got to pick the window between the 7 and the 6.
No, crash and burn. And miss the pot and tied it up.
Muddies it up.
Roman won't mind. Roman will say, thank you very much. I'll take a free opportunity here. I'll work this ball out. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think Roman was expecting to get back at the table there.
No. I mean, he's shaking his head like he's not impressed that the 6 ball got tied up. But if I'm him, I'm laughing right now. I'm just so happy I'm
back at the table.
not still sitting in my chair.
Yeah, that's right.
And you might be able to thin this ball, go 1 rail, miss the 8, go into it. I don't know if it's even possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's good.
he
It's
did.
good.
What a shot.
What
a shot.
a great shot.
And he's got a shot at this ball in the same pocket. That's well done. And it's not easy to get the ball to turn over properly there on that shot, so he did well to get the angle right.
That was a great little bump. So now what do you do? Just roll forward and hit the window between the 15-12 for the 3?
I'm trying to get on the 3 here, yeah. He needed that little inside English. How good did he hit that ball?
Wow.
How good did he
Roman
hit
plays
that?
great.
I think maybe that little breakout shot gave him a little confidence.
Hitting the windows.
Roman is a great player. Another one of the dark horses to maybe win this event.
You know what I really like about Roman is that his strength is very technical. He watches enough pool to know the right patterns, but he's technically, he puts in so much time.
He's like a worldwide ref.
He
Yeah.
is.
He refs some of the big, like the World Juniors and stuff like that.
Yes.
So he
has been around the block, seen some of the great ones.
he loves the game as much as anyone, that's for sure. And this to get on the board. Steven's curious about opinions on carbon fiber shafts. Well, he came to the right place. Steven.
You'll get nothing but opinions here.
Get nothing but opinions. Here you go. Carbon fiber, black, Jacoby. That's my opinion. You don't need another opinion.
I personally prefer the Jacoby Black or the Q-Tech, the Synergy, simply because of the Pro Taper. I find that makes a huge difference to me just in the feel. Revos are great, but I just prefer the feel of the Pro Taper for me. The Revos feel a little thick.
I would have to agree.
But if you're in the market for a carbon fiber shaft, I would say my piece of advice is find people who have them, test hit with them, because it's all personal preference. I feel like they all pretty much hit very similar. It's all about the feel.
Very true statement. If you ever catch one of us at one of these events, you can test it with ours. I know Steph doesn't have one, but
I'm working on it.
Grant and Ryan and myself, we have
Thanks
the
for-
Jacoby Black. If
Thanks
you
for pointing that out, though,
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
know. Well, I
A
felt
little
bad
slight reminder.
when I said if you catch us at an event, and then I
Us
realized
minus Steph.
Yeah, us minus Steph.
Walmack is running a youth league this year. That is fantastic because that is the future of our game. And just FYI, SML will be doing the same this year as well. We're looking at kind of working in cahoots with another junior program that has already been established here. And even though they have been organized by different leagues, different organizations, I feel like personally there is no conflict of interest when it comes to the youth or the juniors. That's something that we should all work together on. Great for the kids, great for our game. This is building the sport for the future. And so that will be coming in here in Calgary as well. So any of you pool players here in Calgary have any juniors that are looking to get in the game, that will be coming up. So watch for posts and notifications on that.
Sean's got a weird shot here. I'm not sure. He has a bank. And he's going to try to play the in off.
He tried to open it up and he just barely missed it. Bumped the 8 out instead.
I don't think this shot really works because you need to play it with like stun or draw to get on the 8, and that transfers to top on the 2, which makes it follow through that ball more.
Oh, good effort though. Good effort.
And that's why you saw it go to the top rail like that, because the 2 transfers with top there. Sort of like a roll through.
Gary said that he tried and hate both.
Well, pool's so much about feel, Gary, that it's
Yeah.
really to each their own. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they all have their little tweaks. I find that the Revo feels a little thicker. I feel like it has a little bit of ping when you make the hit. I prefer the Jacoby, just personal preference. I feel like it's a little bit softer.
And the BQ, like Rob says, is even more soft than the Jacoby. But the Jacoby is a bit stiff. It's a bit of a stiff hitting shaft. I definitely recommend having a soft tip on it because of the stiffness of how it plays. They recommend a soft tip as well. Larry said the rice turned out perfect for your info.
Congratulations, Larry. I was really
Rooting for you.
crossing my fingers for you. You know, just whenever you feel like you want 4,000 of something, rice is the way to go.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, James, I just personal preference. I like the Jacoby. The Synergy was a close second for me. I haven't had much experience with anything other than that. It's your choice. You can either spot it back or you can leave it where it is. So it's your choice.
Yeah, just a little rule discrepancy there, whether or not that's a foul, but it's just moved the ball back. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a foul, but Sean has the option to either put it back or leave it.
He did the right thing there.
Yeah.
Just put it back. Just put it back. And it doesn't really matter where it goes. I mean, Roman knows he already made the mistake by moving it, so he won't be upset wherever Sean decided to put it.
Yeah, James, I don't think that the Jacoby is not smaller by a long shot. It's a 12.3. The Revo is what, 12.4 or
12.4 or
12.9?
12.9, yeah.
But,
I mean, that's a world of difference between the 12.9, but
Yeah, but between 12.4 12.3, I don't find it's a big difference.
yeah, I heard the Mucci hits good too as well. I'm sure they all do. It's just a matter of feel. But once you hit with that Jacoby, you're going to want to buy one.
Buyer beware. I was saying earlier when Ben had like a week or two with his Jacoby, you'd see like his face became the emoji with the hearts in his eyes.
It was awesome. It didn't take me long to adjust, but
No.
I do adjust well. I know some players it's taken a while to adjust, which it will, but I was just thrilled right away, and I played better instantly, and it just made me happy.
It made Ben happy.
It's like Christmas.
That's all that matters. Looks like Roman's getting the jumper out.
He jumps well, so I actually like his chances of not only hitting this ball, but potting it. I think he's got about a 50-50 shot at potting this. Possibly a little higher. It might be more like 60% cut this inside. Cue ball should go fairly natural right into the 10. I don't think it'll scratch.
Asking these guys if they like pizza. Craig was on there. He's my boy, right? He's only 13. You guys like
Yeah, James, like, and that's what I was saying. I like the feel of the Pro Taper much better in my stroke. I found the Revo just felt really thick.
Yeah,
and
it's just a fat cue. Yeah.
yeah, when you try them, you'll know what I'm talking about.
There's a recent conversion. Is Mr. Walper there? Larry just got his Jacoby Black. Said he loves it too. Yeah, I've tried the Mucci. Oh, the scratch was on. I didn't think the scratch was on. I thought it would kind of follow through it more.
What a great shot that was, though.
I got unlucky there. Yeah, both the Mucci and the Q-Tech, they both have the Pro Taper as well. I have tried them both. They both hit well.
You find that there's much difference between the Mucci and the
Absolutely.
and the Q-Tech?
I find there's quite a bit of difference between the Q-Tech and the Jacoby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a different sound, a different feel. It's not for me, but to each their own for sure.
Well, I think... Oh, where did he go? Steve wanted to hop on and do some commentating.
Mr.
I may-
K.
I may have delayed him a little bit, and now he's taken off on me.
I'll hunt him down at some point. We'll get him on.
He was trying to get on here by request. Yeah,
Imagine.
Curtis, I would highly recommend that. Just, I mean, there's a lot of people I would assume in Red Deer that has a lot of those carbon fiber shafts. Hit with as many as you can. Find the one you like the most. And not just because Jacoby advertises with us. I just like the feel of it. It's just my personal preference.
Yeah, me too. And I'd be the first one to tell you, like, even though they advertise, I'd be the first one to tell you if I didn't think it was the best or if I thought something was better. But I do think that is the best one of them all. Not just because I am biased. And yeah, I bet, Gary, if you've been playing with an old jaw shaft that's not laminated, not low deflection, it's going to be a world of change for you.
But I mean, if you decide to go that way, I would say, give it an honest try, like, over a few months.
Yeah, don't quit on it right away.
Yeah.
Definitely don't just quit on it right away. You've got to give it some time.
Yeah, it's going to take some adjustment for sure.
It might be not as good in the short term, but it could make you a lot better in the long run. You never know unless you give it the time. Steven uses Jacoby too. Yes, that is correct. You have to be established to enter this. I don't think you had to be established, but yeah, if you weren't established, then they use known ability.
And they will do the research into you to make sure that they rate you accordingly. Yes. Mark has done a really great job. He did his research. He looked into the stats. He made some phone calls. So Mark has done a really great job with this tournament.
Yeah, he's running a tight ship too. This is going smooth. Like, there's no empty tables for long, and
he's got it going on.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job.
He's been around enough tournaments to know exactly what is expected.
Even though everyone comes up to Steph and says, "When do I play next?"
It's been so
They're
nice.
so used to Steph running the tournaments.
It's been so nice not having to be responsible for any of that. Mark's doing a great job. He's got the table numbers all up on the draw board and everything, so he knows what tables are open.
He's killing it over there.
Awesome.
Rob, yes, the T3 jump break queue is still available. Send us a message, Rob.
That's a killer, too. I've been breaking huge with mine. That one I do have.
Oh, yeah, that one Steph has her hands on. That and a JB case.
Yes.
The two things.
2 out of 3. Just got to get my hands on one of those blacks. Martin has the Bob Danielson 360, the Sweet Spot, and the Jacoby. He likes them both. All this stuff is personal feel, personal preference.
Because the thing is, I can be showing up and knowing that my rating is only at this.
I let Ryan put up the posters this morning. I kind of figured he was maybe missing one. I couldn't put my finger on it.
That's the one.
Nailed it. Thumper. Yeah, there you go, Mason. 60 to 90 days to make or break a habit on average. So 2 to 3 months for a new shaft.
Yeah.
Feels like a part of you. It's probably pretty correct.
It's true. Like, when you make a commitment to an investment like a black shaft or, something that's $500, $600, $700, make sure you give it a shot. Don't quit on it right away, because it is going to take some time, some adjustment. Anytime you change a stance or change a bridge, your game is going to get worse before it gets better.
And Therese, yeah, I think through testing they have proven that a one-piece cue is actually better, but they're tough to travel with.
They definitely are.
So the next best thing.
2-piece shafts, or 2-piece cues.
So Sean's going to go the long way to get on the 8, which shouldn't matter. Nothing in his way. Oh, he's got to make that ball first.
You jinxed him. You jinxed
He
him.
missed a straight-in ball. That's not my fault.
No, I'm pretty sure that's your fault.
That was like,
There was like a.
I'm really
there was
surprised
a
he missed
2-degree
that ball.
cut on that. He poked at it though.
Yeah, did he ever? Yeah, he's shaking his head too. That could be a key point in the match. Let's remember that point there, because 4-1 or 3-2 is a world of difference in a race to 5. That's for sure. Yeah, I've seen some crazy like 6-piece cues and stuff like that fit in a laptop case that are for traveling.
Well, I have seen 2-piece shafts. There's a particular custom cue maker here in the city that makes a 2-piece shaft.
That's where I saw the 6-piece cue.
Yeah. Which is great for traveling. However, does it hit the same?
It doesn't hit that good. I hit with it. Rob Boone, the thumper, is about 600 Canadian, depending where you live and how far we have to ship it. If you're in Alberta, we're letting them go for 580. Outside of Alberta, it's more 620 to 630 range Canadian dollar.
Sean's going to get another swing at it
Yeah,
here.
he got an extra chance. Roman's not going to be very happy with himself after that. He's another player that kind of wears his heart on his sleeve too, so I would expect to see maybe a little show of frustration there.
Yeah, and I think, Clark, you're probably a testament to what I was saying about, every time you make an adjustment or a change to your game or equipment, it takes a little bit of time to get used to it. So, like I was saying, anytime you change your bridge or a stance or, the twist of your body and in your stance, it's going to worsen your game before it gets better. But in the long term, I think you'll find that it makes a big difference.
So this could make Roman feel slightly better about himself. He got back.
Sure did. James says that there's no such thing as a curse, but I don't know. I've cursed a few.
Juju, yes. Curse, no.
I've cursed a few in my day.
There's definitely some situations where I could see it being like close to a curse if you're really superstitious.
I am superstitious though, and maybe it's just because I'm Asian. The superstition is high with me.
A lot of pool players are very superstitious, but
okay, so it is 3-2, Sean over Roman. That brings it a little bit closer.
well, it's definitely anybody's match still. I mean, Sean's going to need to come with a good break here and erase the memory of the mistakes he made in the last rack. We got Sure Shot here as well, guys. Go check them out online. SureShotBilliardsQsite.com. And you can save 10% with the CSL promo code CSLPOOL. All caps for that, guys.
That's a great little tool if you're looking to make some adjustments to your game.
Is this a B-side match, so only race to 4? No, I'm fairly certain this is still an A-side match.
No, this is a B-side match because Sean lost to...
Did he lose earlier when he played on here? I didn't get to watch all of it.
Yes.
You watched with Ryan.
Oh, yeah, no.
He did lose?
Sean lost.
So it's a race to 4.
This is a B-side match.
Wow. Well, that changes everything. Sean missed the 8 to win the match. In the last rack, he missed
3-3.
8 easy in the side. Oh, and it's 3-3.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
We may have missed a game there.
That changes everything. That changes everything. Hill.
Sorry, guys. Our mistake. It is 3-3.
Let's see if we can get a bit of a side view here of what he's got to look at. The stripes look okay. Appears the 8 does pass into that top left. He'll need to do something with this 15 ball, though.
15 ball will go to the bottom left if he can get on top of it.
Oh, he twisted massively there. You could see a huge twist in his back arm there. I don't know if you can see it in the replay that well, but... And that's why he lost the cue ball. He definitely twisted a lot there. I haven't seen him miss stroke like that for a while. Could sort of see his elbow drop and a wrist twist, and everything went wrong there. Now he's in big trouble. Now he needs a mistake.
Moving the furniture.
He needs a mistake in order to win this match. Yeah, baseball players, golfers, just sports in general. Lots of people are super superstitious.
Yes. You have superstitions?
Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Mine are just less extreme.
Are you red or black?
Yeah, see, I'm not that guy.
Oh, you're not that guy?
No.
Okay.
When I play roulette, it's like, it depends.
Okay, but on the scoreboard, are you red or black?
No, I'm not that guy either.
Oh.
I'm whatever side I'm sitting on.
Oh, okay. What are some of your superstitions?
I don't know. I'm not going to go into that.
Oh, you're not even going to tell us?
No, no.
Because are they that silly?
No, probably not. But
Put your right sock on
save
first
that for
or
another
left?
day. No, that's not one either, no. No, I'm sure there's some weird ones. I would imagine. So this is it for Roman. A couple more balls and the 8. But I don't see anything stopping him here.
Free sailing.
Yeah, and he'll shoot the 1, then the 7, I believe. I don't think he'll shoot the 7 first, but we'll see.
I feel like the 7's a little tight.
Just because of trying to get around the 8 and don't end up behind the 15.
Going the 7 first? He's doing 7 first?
And I think he's going to run into the 8. Bump the 8 over. It's a risky play. See that? He got a weird rub.
Oh.
Yeah, now he's got to make a good pot. This 4 will pass into the bottom left.
Does it?
It does go, but this is not a shot you want to be shooting hill, rolling this ball in. At this point, there's not much to look at other than just roll this ball in.
With the short rubber guy? No, probably with me. All right. Trying to kick him off.
Oh, he had enough to see the 1 ball first.
Wow.
Oh, that changes everything. That's much easier. He still needs 1 more good stroke, though.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Bottom,
One single rail,
bottom right,
2 rails?
2 rails.
2 rails?
Yeah, and just make sure the bottom doesn't grab too much. You need the right spin to grab more than the bottom.
1, 2.
Little rub here will help.
Looking good.
Yeah, this is for the match, Hill, and this is going to put out one of the guys who I thought might be a favorite to win this event. He's out on Saturday.
Wow.
Doesn't even make it to Sunday. That's why I didn't buy anyone in that little thing they had there before the tournament. I didn't buy anyone. That's why. Because I'm a genius. All right, so we'll send you guys over to our PTZ.
What's happening on the PTZ?
We'll give you guys a quick little tour of the room here. And then we'll find another match to watch until we have one on the main feature table. So we got, this is leather pocket here, guys. We got 8 7-foot diamonds, 2 valley bar tables over there on the right. This is where we're playing the tournament here on the 8 7-foots. And we got the bar there, a little lounging area, a couple of couches. We got 8 9-foot diamonds over here. Staying pretty busy all day. And there's 4 more valley tables to the left of this wall here. Can't quite catch that on the camera. We'll pan you guys over to one of these outer tables, maybe about this one right here. We got a half decent one going on here with Jeremy Brand at the table right now. A little bright over there. Oh, don't mind that. We'll sit tight here for a minute and wait for maybe a match on our secondary table, or should have a match on our main table coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah, just give him Mark a minute just to call up the next match.
So we got one player strolling over. Now we're just waiting for one more.
I think we have B-side matches for the rest of the night now.
I believe all the A-side is done until tomorrow. So I think you're correct that we'll have nothing but B-side for the rest of the night. Just don't mind the crooked angle here, guys. We're just watching one of our secondary tables. Just until we get our 2 main players on the main feature table here. Looks like we're gonna have Derek Fletcher again.
Derek with the double R-I-C-K.
The Derek with the extra R and a couple of other extra letters.
I-C-K. Looks like Larry Walper has arrived with a container of rice.
Oh yeah, stir fry. He's got stir fry. And it appears he didn't bring me any, so I am very disappointed in
I
that.
don't know. Maybe that container was for you. You don't know.
It's doubtful, you know. Maybe my container is outside.
Maybe.
With any luck. So I'll watch the rest of this rack, and then I'll find out Derek Fletcher's opponent's name.
Todd's having pho for dinner.
Oh, very good.
Delicious.
I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner.
Steak Sanny?
Possibly. Possibly. I might even just eat at home. I'm totally undecided right now. I don't know what I want. I got lots of food at home I got to eat before I leave Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. This stripe and an 8-ball.
Ben doesn't know what he wants. Maybe that's why you're still single.
Yeah. That's definitely why. That's got to be it.
A little jab in the ribs.
Spaghetti, that sounds good too.
Gotta get him in while I can.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while since we've sat beside each other.
It has been.
It's been a long summer. Busy, busy.
So this 8-ball, and then we'll switch you guys back over to our main feature table where it looks like we have one player warming up.
I'm gonna find out who this gentleman is.
I'll find out the name of the other gentleman, and I'll leave you guys with Steph and Grant.
I think Grant's gonna sit in with Steve. Steve Kyriakakis? Kyriakakis? Oh, it's Kyriakakis.
We got over 5. You want me to go around with it? I'll go around with it tonight.
All right.
I'll try.
Tony, I believe they get into PEI Monday night?
Yes.
Monday night.
Monday evening. And now it's not Ben on the mic. Now it's Grant on
Now
the mic.
it's Grant. I tried to pull a fast one on you guys.
And it's been a minute since you and I have been on the mic.
Well, it's been a minute since any of us have really been on the mic.
Yeah, well, I just was telling Ben, I think my last broadcast was NAPT Chicago, which was a while ago.
I don't even remember.
It's Doug with no last name, so maybe Derek has no last name in this match.
Derek and Doug. All right. We are flipping,
We are.
and Doug won the first break. And I'm familiar with Doug. I don't know where Doug is from. He does not look familiar, so I feel like he's an out-of-towner.
I think he's in from out of town. If my memory is correct, BC somewhere.
That's
if my
nice that
memory
we have
is
some
correct.
travelers. I know that one of the other players came in from Kamloops and drove in for this tournament.
Wow.
Thought it was going to be a good time for him to come play
Well,
some players of his
60
own caliber.
Yeah, 60 plus players.
62 players. So I would imagine the next one is going to be full. This one's running pretty smooth.
So we'll see what Doug does with the break. And I believe, if my vision is correct, that Doug is breaking with the T3. He is.
It is. Second ball break.
Beautiful.
2 balls.
So the thing I really like about that thumper is you do not have to try to kill it. It's just a really solid hit. Soon to be improved upon again.
Yeah. I think they're developing a third version of a shaft.
It is unreal.
We got to try the tester of it,
We
and
got the
it's pretty
sneak
sweet.
preview.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. So one big issue to figure out here is that little cluster around the 8. So it's going to take some cherry picking and a couple of bumps to open that up.
Well, I think he's playing the right ball here. I like playing this 6 ball. I don't think I would have played shape for the 1. I probably would have played shape for the 7 ball to cut it into that top left-hand corner.
Well, I think maybe he can go into that little cluster with this one.
Yeah, but you're not going to break it out. You're going to break it in. You want to go in underneath and utilize the 7 ball.
Oh, does he have space to cut that 7 ball? I think that's a really tight window. I like going into it here. He's got, it's just the beginning of the rack, so there's some other options here. Oh, he's decided to go into the 5. Can he get into it from the... Oh, no.
Oh,
he's
yeah, he
got
can
the
go
wrong-
in behind. If he takes the 5 ball, nice little slow roll, and hold the angle. Whoops.
Got to make the ball. Got to
Gotta
make
make
the
the
ball.
shot first. And yes, Steven, kind of sort of like a cut break, I guess, in 9 ball. The second ball break in 8 ball. You're more hitting square into that second ball, though, as opposed to a cut break in 9 ball. So a little bit of work for Doug here. I probably may have played that a little bit farther down table and given myself angle on the 13 to go into that 15 ball. Might be able to go forward with it off the end rail. Still a big cluster. I don't think the 2-7 passed that 8 ball yet
No.
into that top left-hand corner.
No, that 2-7 is going directly into the inside horn. If it even goes by that 8, I think it's just got the edge of that 8.
Combination. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help Steph and I out. Smash that share button.
Derek's looking at the combo, but I don't think it goes.
Steve says he's always broke straight on to make 2 balls behind the head ball. I utilize the second ball break most times in 8 ball.
We were actually talking about second ball break just before the tournament even started. We were talking with Terry about second ball breaking and what kind of spin to put on. And Ben was actually saying that you would think that you would put inside on the cue ball so that it goes to the rail faster and comes back out.
I don't.
But I would normally put outside on it.
I just hit center ball.
It's all about the speed. The speed in the break. I prefer hitting head ball. And I was saying that earlier. I actually break just about 2 inches off center and about 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches off the line. And for me, it's all about the weight of the break cue. I prefer my break cue being lighter, whereas most people like their break cue to be heavier, like a 25-ounce sledgehammer.
I wouldn't say I like it that heavy. I like my breaker about a 19-ounce.
I prefer my break cue to be about a 17 and a half because for me, it's all about the speed of my back iron and stepping into my break versus the weight of the cue. The heavier the cue, the slower my arm is going to swing.
But you now play. I'm going to say hi to Bobby Gill. Hi, Bobby Gill.
Hi, Bobby Gill.
But you now have a T3 break cue, which comes at 17 ounces. But you didn't like the weight of it because it's front end heavy.
But I also have not given it a good, I haven't put the weight bolt in it yet, so I'm going to give it a good shot at the way it is now. Because I know of myself, I do like a little bit of a lighter cue, so I'm gonna give it a good college effort.
See, and I think for you should add the weight bolt to it. Try it that way first.
Oh, that was a nice try. Derek had one of those reverse spin rail first kick to. That's
a lot in one shot.
That's the technical jargon, guys.
That's the technical version?
Yeah.
Way to go, Steph.
That was a good try.
Nice little thin. Gets a little bit unlucky to get stuck behind that 2 ball. And I can't tell if he's got the 9 ball. But I would
hard to say, but I think he's going to do the 15 first.
Yeah. If it was me, I'd probably shoot the 9 ball first. But, of course, thins it in, makes it look easy. Nice little roll up on the 9 ball for the 8 to the side pocket.
Easy peasy, just a hit and stick. Yeah, I mean, I think my shooting cue is about an 18 and a half. So 17 and a half for my breaker is probably about right.
Well, I think now with the T3, I did like my break cue a little bit heavier into the 21 ounce. But now with the T3, I backed off some of the weight because you don't need it. You don't need quite the same power, the transfer power that you get with the shaft that it comes with. You don't need to try to clobber it.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to jump off here. Steve wanted to sit in with you, so I'm going to give him his shot at commentating.
For sure. Hey, Steve, I appreciate it. YouTube has been kind of quiet.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we stream simultaneously to Facebook and YouTube. So if there's some fans out there who don't have a Facebook account, friends and family, grandmothers and things like that who don't have a Facebook account, you can always sign them in on YouTube.
Even share with your enemies. We'll entertain anybody.
We'll try.
Yeah,
Try
I'll
our
try.
best. All right, so I'm going to hop off here and get Steve on.
Sure. I remember giving you that, Bobby. And Hugh recently bought a T3, really like it. I don't think I've heard anybody say they have not liked the T3. And as good as the brake is, the jump is just sick. It's sickly easy to jump with that T3. So it is a jump brake cue if you're new and not sure what we're talking about. The T3, affectionately known as the Thumper, it is a jump brake cue. We do get a little bit of a deal on those through Q Sports Live. So if you are interested, send a message to the Q Sports Live page, and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know what that deal is and how you can get your hands on one. Your enemies still like pool. I like that, Stephen. All right, Derek at the table. Not sure. I think it's still open. It is still open. 15 balls on the table. You'd like to get your hands on cookies this year. Well, Steph was the one to chat up there, Todd. You might have missed your opportunity. Although, I think you guys are friends on Facebook, or you can just message her on Facebook. Put your order in. And for anybody that's not sure why we're talking about cookies, at Christmas time, Steph bakes the most amazing cookies. They are, and now I get to smell this all throughout the first part of December leading up to Christmas. So for me, I don't very often partake. I more get to watch how they get made, but she bakes gingerbread men and sugar cookies, and I can't even name them all, but they're pretty amazing. All right, Doug at the table. And probably back and forth for the 3 ball. 3 into that top left-hand corner. And if he hits this proper, he could take that 3 ball in. I can't quite tell how far past the side pocket it is. If it's full past, he can break in and get that 6 ball out of the way. What's going on, Lou? It has been a minute. I was just saying that my last broadcast was at the NAPT in Chicago. I'll be heading to Montreal. I'm leaving a week this coming Thursday. So I think it's on the 24th that I head down to Montreal, or over to Montreal. And again, that's for the NAPT, Ladies Tier 1 on the pro side. I'll be covering that event. Ryan will be in Texas. He'll be, I think, going live on the 23rd. He gets there a day before I do. And he'll be going live out of Texas. I'll be in Montreal. Following that, they get back for, I think, a day and a half from Texas. And it'll be Ryan and Ben heading to Nanaimo, BC for CCS. And then I believe we come back, we get a day or two break there, and we head to Niagara Falls for the APA CPA border battle. So we are definitely getting into our busy season. I know that it's been hit and miss with Q Sports Live over the last, I don't know, month or so. But it is definitely the calm before the storm, as we are definitely getting into the thick of it. And if you haven't done so already, head on to the Facebook page. You can hit the like button there or go on to the YouTube channel, subscribe there. And as always, all of our broadcasts are always free to view. Nice little shot. Get rid of that 12 ball. So I can't quite tell if he's got angle on that 5 ball. Pocket it behind the 9 to the top right-hand corner off of that top rail. Might have to put some right-hand spin on this to carry through on that angle to break that 6 ball. I need a little bit more right-hand spin and a little softer. You need that spin to be able to take time to grab off that rail. So on those shots, just a tad lighter, and you'd have been sitting perfect. He's in a little bit tricky here. 1 ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Check the rail on the right. Sit himself for the 2 ball top left. And with that miss, that'll bring Derek to the table. Really the only trouble ball here is the 12 ball. 9 shouldn't be a problem. He can follow through here for the 9 ball behind the 2 ball. 12 ball is really going to be the one that, oh, he did the hit and stick. I might have played that a little forward. Get rid of your trouble right away. Although maybe he can go on the underside. I can't quite tell how much on the underside of 6 he has. So if he can draw off the 15 underneath. And that's, looks like that's what he was attempting to do. Unfortunately, I think he just put that 6 in a position where it now goes. So nice little feather light shot here from Doug. Hold the cue ball for the 6 into the top right-hand corner. Watching from Southern Illinois. Love the CSL streams. Thanks for checking in, Terry. We appreciate it. And we've got some really kind of cool stuff coming up with Q Sports Live. I just kind of rewrote the whole business plan that we have for Q Sports Live. The one that we had took us from where we were to where we are presently, and decided that it was time to rewrite the plan, come up with some new strategies, some new things that we want to come out with. So some exciting things coming up. Things to look forward to. And we may have another location coming for Q Sports Live. That one will be really, really a good location. Be good to see the pool scene down there. I can tell you the city. I'll tell you that we're looking at Q Sports Live San Francisco. But I'll hold off on the who in San Francisco until we have it official. It looks like Mr. Steve is going to join me. And I'm just gonna say Steve K, because if I say Steve Kyriakakis,
Yeah, that is correct.
wow, I got it right.
Yeah, first time.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to it, Steve. Thanks for sitting in with me.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, Grant.
Look at us being all Canadian.
Or should we say we,
We.
like that commercial?
Well, I'm heading to a spot where they will say we quite a bit. Oui, bonjour.
You're going
Comment ça va?
When are you heading there?
A week Thursday.
Now, which tournament is that?
That is for the NAPT Tier 1 ladies.
Nice.
James is asking if you're still on the A side.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Come on, Steve.
No, I did.
Don't take away from your own skill, buddy. You know how to play this game.
No, I got lucky.
You've been hitting a lot lately. You've been putting some time in.
Well, we play league, what? Monday night, Tuesday night. Then Airdrie's got that singles league.
Are you playing in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The
I mean,
doubleheader.
you're at least 3 times a week,
Well-
plus tournament play.
Doubleheader every other Sunday. Which is
More than
pretty
I'm
good.
playing.
Yes. Yes.
I play every Tuesday with you, obviously.
Yeah.
And then every other Thursday.
And we've got, that Tuesday night team, we have such a great team.
It's a good team.
Yeah.
It really is.
Can't believe Aussie, 5 weeks in a row? ERO first game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Courtesy of Kevin Osborne.
Yep.
Strong player. And Terry, I'm not even gonna try. I want to say Chert. Correct me if I'm wrong.
2, where, what?
Right here. He says, "Howdy, Steve. I can relate to having a last name that's hard to pronounce."
Oh, yeah, it's Greek.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I said Chert.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Greek.
I don't know how to say that in Greek.
Kyriakis.
No, not yours. Terry's. Your name's not Chert. Your last name's
I can't even
Kyriakis.
pronounce that.
Yeah, that's why I say
Yeah.
shirt. Maybe a shirt.
Is the H silent?
I don't know. Terry, was I close?
So who do we have playing on?
Right now is Derek at the table. Derek Fletcher.
Yeah.
And Doug, I'm going to say his last name is Boone. I believe he is from BC.
Kelowna.
Is it Kelowna?
Kelowna, I think so,
figured,
yeah.
yeah. Because he breaks with the T3. And the only reason I know his last name is because I remember on our T3 list, the only Douglas that we had was Douglas Boone.
Okay. He came down with...
Pronounced Kurt. I'm sorry I destroyed your last name. But you know what? A for effort, right?
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 guys that came from Kamloops, Kelowna.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody came in from Saskatchewan, but what a good showing, 580 and under.
Yeah. I think they should do tournaments like this more often.
I actually,
But
I have a difference of opinion. So
But what
I think instead of it being, and don't take this the wrong way. Don't get me wrong. I applaud this, and I wish there was more of this. But when it comes to Fargo rating, I think it should be done the opposite, where it should be 650 plus, and give lower players something to strive for.
But
Right?
something-
However, I completely understand why this is happening, the
Yeah.
market behind it, so on and so forth. I get it.
You know, it'd be actually really cool to do a big one, the 580. Like when you did your invitational, that'd be kind of cool.
I actually thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could quite raise the 10K,
Even if you could do
but
5K.
that's exactly where my head went, is to do a 5K 580 under. But I'd want to make it 600 under,
Yep.
right? If we're going to add money, maybe even 610, is kind of do that split between high caliber and average.
Yeah. That'd be
Right,
actually
same
pretty
as what
cool.
we did with the 10K, right? Because if you were 700 plus, it was 275, I think, in ours. If you were under 7, then it was
225.
225, and if you were under that, it was like 125 bucks or something.
What?
Yeah,
I think you'd pay 125. I didn't even know about that.
yeah. I think.
no,
I can't remember.
I think there's just 2 entries. That was it.
No, I'm sure there was 3. Oh, maybe it was just the 2.
Yeah.
If you're 720 plus, it was 275. Under that, you're 220.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I think we could do a big one like that, but I don't know if we can get $200 entry fee.
No, not with a lower.
No. Maybe 125. But then again, if you add
Well,
5,000.
this one here was 75.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good payday.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great payday.
I think first prize is going to be like 900.
Yeah, that's a really nice payday. It's a good weekend.
And hopefully Leather Pocket does well on sales.
I'm sure they will.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll do all right.
Oh, he's going for the combo.
He is, yeah, swinging for it. There's no sense trying to play safe here. I like him going for it.
Yeah, he had no other option. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I thought I had a third one in there, but I don't think it was a third. I think you're correct.
Have you done your smash?
Oh, the smash the share button? Of course. Hulk smash it.
All right.
Come on, guys. 39 viewers. What day is it? What are we today? Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday night, guys. Come on.
But it is Thanksgiving weekend.
It is Thanksgiving
Here in Canada.
weekend, but I mean, come on. When you're over visiting family, what better thing to do than sneak off to the corner and watch Q Sports Live?
What do you mean? Everybody's on their cell phones anyway.
I know, right?
So that's a great shot.
That was a really nice shot.
Yeah. So now he's going to take the 15. What do you do?
I'm going to draw. Draw for the 11. Does the 11 pass the 10 to this top right? Or bottom right?
Yes.
Okay. So there's my shot. I'm going to draw off the 15.
He
You
looks
could
like
go forward and out.
he's going
Go
two
forward
rails.
2. Don't like that.
Nope.
You can go forward 2 and out, or just simply draw. And I'm going to put the 11 and the 10 into the same pocket, and it puts me in a perfect position with the playing the 10 ball down to roll up, and then take the 9 off the 8 to the
Inside,
side, and you're
yeah.
out.
But he's got to be careful when he goes off the 8, right? He might get a little too excited and push that 8 to that corner.
James, get better players on the stream. I only say that as a former teammate of Derek.
Oh.
Rib him. That was a nice shot. Nice little two rail come around. That puts him perfect on the 9. Even if you chip off the 8 ball, you're still sitting good.
I think you have to play it off with 8. That'd be your safe shot.
Yeah. I'd play it straight if I could. If I don't have to play it off the 8, perfect. Now I can draw off the 14. 8 in the side, I'm good. Well, hello, Sean Balakowski. Speaking
Hey.
of difficult names, last names.
The gentle giant, Sean.
It's Bulo. Nice little shot. Uses the 5 ball and sits perfect.
Game, set, match. Doug goes up 2-0.
How is Sean, by the way? It's been a minute since I've seen him too.
Sean, big shot.
Big Sean. Sean Bulo.
Sean's
A
got
Viking brother.
He's such a big guy, and he's so gentle on that pool table.
It's true. Yeah. But then when you watch him play and you watch his stroke, it's like he's going to murder the ball, and then he just feather lights it.
Yeah, it's just so finesse. Well, he's a great pool player.
Mr. Jerry K. And how are you? We'll be seeing you fairly shortly, I think.
Are you going to PEI?
I'm not.
No lobster for you.
No, they're heading out Monday.
Yeah, that's what Ben was saying, 8 in the morning.
Yeah, unfortunately I've got entirely too much work. This is my busiest time of year.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants everything done before snow flies.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
And we're supposed to get more snow on tomorrow.
Hey. That's a 4-letter word that we don't use on the Q Sports live stream.
Okay, rain.
No, that's still a 4-letter word that we don't use on the Q Sports live stream.
I can pick another 4-letter word.
So can I. Heat, cold, all things that I'm affected by. And they're all 4-letter words.
Yeah.
They're not allowed.
If you look at table 5, you got Kelly. I don't know what his last name.
Kelly Lydiard.
Let's get to see him playing pool again.
Yeah, he took a little bit of a hiatus. Again, a former teammate of mine back, I think, what division were we? Maybe A1, A2 back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see him back playing again.
And he has no Fargo.
And I see Lissa Crosby is in the house from Red Deer.
She can pot really well.
She is a really strong player.
Yeah. She's playing Joshy.
And she's not scared to throw down on the table. I see her all the time on Calgary pool scene and Red Deer pool scene. asking for sets and
Yeah.
wanting to practice, and good on her.
That's great.
Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Trin? How are you, my good man? Hey, we should have a black shaft for you. I'm going to say within. Oh wait, let me think.
Oh.
Because I know
I smell something burning.
I know, right? I talked to Brandon. How many days ago? Anyway, it should be within hopefully 2 weeks.
So you got that big match. Is that with Ben coming up in PEI?
Oh, you know what? You are correct. It is 3-0. Doug, sorry.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Money
PEI?
match in PEI?
Yeah.
Is that still a go?
It is still a go. They did it last year. It was Rick Leon and... Oh, I can't remember the other gentleman's name, but they did it last year. And this year they've upped the ante, where it's kind of an exhibition match where Ben is playing. I can't remember the gentleman's name. He's one of the top shooters out of PEI.
Yeah.
And the winner will get
15.
$1,500.
Yeah.
And the second winner will get $500.
That's not bad.
No, money for nothing. I'll show up and I get a minimum of $500. Somebody please hook me up with that.
I need a new job. Huh, are you guys hiring?
Yeah, right? Somebody sign me up.
No, that's why you call him Mr. Franchise.
That's right. One heck of a player.
Oh,
He's kind of sick, actually.
ooh,
Nice little attempt.
overcut.
It is an overcut. It puts the 14 in a rather difficult spot, even to get back on it because of the position of where the 10 is. I don't know if you can go forward missing the 8 ball.
I can't
go
tell.
around 2 rails, miss the 8 and the 5 to go on this side of the 14.
He's got to hit it.
He's
with
got to
a
hit it
stroke.
good. Yeah,
One.
I figured. Look out, 8 ball.
So what do you do
Right,
here?
James? I want some of that action. Hey?
What do you do here on the 14? Go for a Hail Mary?
I think if it was me, you have to try something.
Yep.
And it's almost a natural 2-rail side or 2-bank side. Off the side rail, off the end rail, into the side pocket. And just hit and stick for shape. Take what the table gives you. Don't try to do too much. You can cut that 8 in for sure if you hit and stick this 14. I don't know if I try the corner bank.
No,
I think I'm going 2-rail side. It's almost
With
natural.
3 balls on the way.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen a guy run it down the rail, go right through that 6.
Yeah, that includes you. I said anybody.
On the 7-foots?
Does that include the 7-foots?
Oh, looks like Doug's going to play the 6 ball first.
I just heard that part.
Take 3 in the side, roll it up, play the 5, 4.
Play on the 7-foots, then I'll play.
Oh, he's going to go 3 in the corner.
No, I'll play you on the 7s.
Great stroke.
Sorry, I almost tried to
That's fine.
set up a little money match with Mr. Plowman.
Ouch. Kevin Plowman in the
Yeah.
house.
KP rocking it out on the 9-foots. He wanted me to play 9, and I'm not a 9-foot player. I asked him to play on the 7s.
You should play set on both, one of each.
Wow, then it's more likely a draw. No sense playing.
No.
Because my 9-foot game is terrible. I don't play good 9.
Oh, we should play on 9 foot.
My 7-foot game is there. But my 9-foot's not. So it's something I actually have to work on. I have to develop that.
Yes. But honestly, like I just moved to Calgary, right? And all the
Not
action.
just.
Well, I was up here for school, blah blah blah. But everything's on the box.
We are a box city. Wow, Doug taking the 4-0 W.
He swept them,
He did.
just crushed them. Oh, they're doing shooters, so they're okay.
They're good.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Wow. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick shutdown restart. Don't go away. We will be back maybe 5-10 minutes before the next match is up. But we'll do a quick shutdown restart. And, guys, do remember, go onto the Facebook page, click that like button, or go on to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button.
Why don't you just tell him you're going outside to check the weather?
Well, I'm definitely going to be doing that for sure. And we'll leave you with the Mike Burton home team. The best in the business, guys, if you are in the market to either buy, sell in the Calgary area, make
Team
sure.
Spain.
Okay.
Team Spain.
Yes, they are pool players.
Yes, they are.
And they're rather good pool players,
Yes,
I
they
might
are.
add. But if you are in the market to either buy or sell, make sure you hit them up. You can find them on Facebook, the Mike Burton home team. All right, guys. On behalf of myself, Steve Kirikakis, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back here in a short few minutes.
Yes, we shall.
We'll see you then.
Yep, sounds good.